Hey guys, so today's video is kind of different than the rest of the ones that I've been making so far. This one's kind of serious. It's about me growing up in a broken home. So my parents are divorced. They got divorced when I was 4. So I guess I don't really remember that much about during the whole divorce process, but I do remember things leading up to it and during it. And all right, so here's a little background first. All right, my parents were actually married for I think 7 years before they even had me. So they had been married, they'd been on trips and traveled together and done everything, done things that they wanted to do. Then they had me, and when I was 4, like I said, is when they got divorced. And I remember living at home with my parents. I don't really remember them fighting that often. I mean, I guess they were fighting because it all ended up in divorce, but I guess they were fighting, but if they did it, they kept it away from me because I don't really remember it, or maybe I just blocked it out. I don't know. But there were never any times when I could really remember yelling, screaming at each other. I don't really remember any of that. If it happened, I didn't hear it. Thank God, because I really, really hate arguing. I don't like yelling and tension and all that stuff. I just don't it's not me. Since my mom and dad got a divorce when I was 4, I've lived with my mom ever since then. It's just been the two of us, me and her, every day, all day, just the two of us. Alright, but my mom was awesome. She has done everything in her power for me my whole life. She's taken care of me, she's watched over me, she cooks for me, does everything that a mom is supposed to do and more. She's also my friend. She's also my best friend. I don't know what I'd do without her. She is just amazing. I love her. Mom, if you watch this, I love you. I don't really talk about my dad that much on here, or at all, really. Not for any reason in particular. I mean, ever since my mom and dad got a divorce, my dad has been in my life. I mean, I've seen him. I talk to him on the phone. He doesn't live too far away from me, so I do get to see him sometimes. He wasn't around like that, so it didn't really, get to me that much that he wasn't around until I got a little bit older. There are things that I had to learn on my own that he should have taught me, but since he wasn't, he's not around like that, he never taught me that, how to tie a tie. I learned how to tie a tie from YouTube. I feel like that's something my dad should have taught me, and he didn't. And the relationship that I have with my dad, it's not the best. I mean, like I said, I didn't really have that much in common with him. I don't really have that much in common with my dad. There are some things that only father can teach a son, but I didn't have that, so I've had to figure out what being a man is basically on my own. I mean, now that I've gotten older, and I don't know, maybe I relate to my dad more now or something, or I understand more about life now. We are closer. Yeah, so I think growing up with divorced parents and being an only child has really taught me a lot. I've had to figure a lot of things out on my own, but when things would happen with my mom and I didn't have anyone to really talk to. I didn't call my dad because, like I said, we're not that close, and I didn't have any siblings or anything. I mean, I have cousins that I could have talked to, but I was young. I didn't do all that. And even to this day, sharing my feelings is one of the hardest things that I have to deal with. I don't like to say things out loud because I feel like growing up, I felt like I had to be the man for my mom because it was just her and me. So I had to be the man, so I would always suck up everything and never really express how I felt. I know, like, making this video and talking about it now, it may seem like I'm okay with saying how I feel and everything, but I'm not. This is just easier. It's just easier to talk to a camera than it is to an actual person sometimes. I am the person that I am. I love who I've become. I love the man that I've become so far. I mean, I'm only 22. I still got more learning and growing to do in this life. But, I mean, I do really like who I've become and who I am. And things get better. So, enough about me and my life story. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If it's helped you in any way, I'm glad that it did. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how it helped you, or just let me know, you know, what's up. I don't mind talking to people. It's okay. All right. So until next time, you guys, I'll see you later.